Hi. So our video today is about 10 scary things about Portugal. Ooh.
Well, happy Halloween, teen.
Oh, thanks, Norm.
That time of year.
Happy Halloween to you too. Now, if you stay until number 10 to our scary number 10 tip, to find out, we will tell you where the skulls were on our thumbnail. So sit tight till number 10.
Exactly. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would be enormously in your debt if you considered subscribing to us. It does help.
It does.
Our YouTube channel. So if you don't mind, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any future content.
And I wouldn't want to miss any.
So do you know, we're saying scary things about Portugal, partly tongue-in-cheek because it's Halloween, that time of year. And these are things that first-time visitors to Portugal might not know.
Yeah.
And even
might find a little scary.
Exactly.
And the first of those would be when you go to pick up your rental car.
Could you imagine getting in that rental car and suddenly realizing it's not an automatic transmission?
Yeah, that is a big shock to a lot of people because the cars over there are manual standard transmission.
The majority of rental cars are, and if you've got a real smoking hot deal on a car rental, it's going to be a 5-speed. Believe me, it's not going to be automatic because you pay a lot of money for those.
Yeah, in fact, they're about 2 to 3 times the cost of a manual car, aren't they?
They are indeed.
Wow.
So, keeping with the car theme, teen, try and say that after a glass of scotch. You've got your rental car, so you want to go park and go see the sights. So you find a car park. And even if it's a paid car park,
yeah,
there's nearly always a scary-looking homeless man, and he's waving at you, and you think, oh, is this a long-lost relative? But no, it's somebody who's made a job for themselves. Who Portugal has relatively high unemployment, so you see a lot of guys in parking lots of shopping malls and town centres, and they'll find a spot for you and they'll wave you over to it. Well, they expect a tip.
Yeah, you think it's this nice friendly person guiding you in, but there's a method in his madness.
It's probably the only way that he can make some money. So just slip him a couple of euros and...
something to be aware of, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're not scary. And they're not homeless either, but it just struck us like that.
So one thing that is very close to my heart is be very careful of the tiled sidewalks when it's been raining.
Oh, they can be killers, teen.
They can. The sidewalks are beautiful where they're all made up of gorgeous tiles, a lot of them, and there's some really pretty patterns.
There are.
But after it has rained, they are lethal.
It's just like a skating rink.
They are so slippery, and we've been caught out a few times, haven't we?
And not only that, teen, but if you're walking, they can be quite uneven as well. And you can trip very, very easly. So
yes, we've seen a few people do that, haven't we?
We have. Yeah. So scary sidewalks.
Yeah, be careful of those.
The other number 4 we're at now is...
Ooh, this is
the tourist trap, because you might know Portugal quite well. You might even have some words in the language. But culturally, things are different. So you go to a nice restaurant, they give you the menu, and then they'll come over and they'll put some bread and butter and olives.
All the yummy things that I
cheese.
love.
So little appetizers, so that you can just nibble as you're looking at the menu. Well, what's the catch, Tim?
They're not free. They will charge you for them, and they will add them all to your bill. So.
And in some cases, they can be more expensive than the dish of the day you're going to order.
So you do have to be very careful of that.
So you can either politely refuse them
Yeah.
or just don't eat them. But they will charge you if you just have even a nibble of the bread.
Yeah, you will be charged for that one.
You're going to pay for it.
Well, one of the things that we were really surprised at, particularly on our last visit, was the smoking on patios outside the restaurants. So we're not talking about inside, we're actually talking on the patios.
Because when we go over there, the weather's still nice. It's not blisteringly hot.
No.
But a lot of the restaurants still have patios open. A couple of things that struck us is it seems a lot of people smoke in Portugal. So what we noticed coming from Canada, because they banned smoking in restaurants in Canada, then they banned smoking on patios in restaurants.
Yeah.
So we can go to any patio that we want, obviously not at the moment with the COVID-19, but in Canada we can go to any patio that we want and we won't be bothered by cigarette smoke.
So that was one thing we did find quite unusual, wasn't it, was the amount of people smoking. And if you're not a smoker, then it could be
off-putting
to you
for your meal.
Yeah.
So just
be aware of it.
Just don't be downwind of any smokers and you'll be fine. So we've got a theme going here. So that was the restaurant patio. So how about ordering a coffee? What's going to happen?
Well, if you drink black coffee, which Norm does, and you just order a black coffee thinking you're going to get an American coffee, a nice sized black coffee, what you'll actually get is a tiny little espresso coffee, a really small one, won't you?
Well, it's a standard size espresso, but that's what Portugal runs on is espresso coffee.
Right,
so
but it's small compared to the large coffee that we're used to in Canada.
It is, and a lot stronger. So you should really try and learn the different names of the coffees, like the Galao.
That's my favorite.
The Americana. And you should get something quite similar to what you used to, unless of course you love espresso,
and then you'll be right at home in Portugal.
You will, because it's excellent coffee. So we're up to number 7 now. One of the real scary things, team, is
beer at McDonald's with your burger.
It's like heaven.
It's like, wow. We went we were trying one of their new veggie burgers the last time we were there.
In Albufeira.
Which, by the way, the burger was delicious. But
it was.
An added plus was when we went up to order it, Norm got his beer with the burger, which he thought it was in seventh heaven. So it is unusual because we don't get beer here in Canada with McDonald's.
Portugal is one of 15 countries that McDonald's sell beer in their restaurants, and
although it was a nice touch, isn't it?
It was, and it washed the burger down really, really nicely.
So Norm was keen to go to McDonald's a little more than normal.
So number 18.
That is one of the most interesting things. The first time we went there, we went grocery shopping, and the one thing we saw in the car park was laundry machines, both the washers and the dryers, huge ones, like really big sized ones. So what people do is they do the laundry while they go inside to do the grocery shopping. They throw their clothes in, go shop, come back, put them in the dryer.
Perfect time management.
We thought it was great. We'd never seen anything
It was shocking to us, just from the point of view that we don't have any outside plumbing in Canada because of the winter time. It will freeze solid. So it kind of was one of those double takes that we weren't expecting to see it. Yeah. But I think most people in Europe know about it.
Yeah, but coming from Canada or the US, you probably wouldn't, and it's a big added plus, especially if the place you're staying in doesn't have laundry.
Yeah, if you're on a long stay vacation in one of those hotel apartments, at least you know where you can go and get your laundry done.
Now, they do actually have laundry in a lot of the shopping malls as well, don't they, Norm?
They do, indeed.
So you'll be able to keep everything squeaky clean.
So number 9. Oh my gosh, that's...
this one's near to our heart, because this one's to do with drinking wine, Norm.
Oh, yeah. We're never far from that, are we, these days? That's retirement for you. So Portugal is the largest producer of cork. Now, you may have known that. You see cork trees in the countryside.
They're everywhere there, aren't they?
They are, but Portugal produces more than 50% of the world's cork.
Which I think is a phenomenal amount.
It is. It's a great industry for them.
That's great.
And it's illegal in Portugal to chop a cork tree down.
Yeah, they're kind of preserved, aren't they? Yeah,
they are
very
indeed.
well taken care of.
So we've reached number 10. We hope you stuck with us to this point. And Teen, where were we when we went inside a chapel and it was lined with human bones and skulls?
Yes.
That was creepy.
It was very scary. We were in the Bone Chapel in Faro.
And if you Google that, you'll be able to see the pictures of it, and it's well worth a visit.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to be visiting Faro, do go to it, because it was an unbelievable, chilling sight to see.
And we thought we would use a photograph that we took there
for our Halloween special.
We have indeed. So thank you for joining us at Halloween. We hope you all get chocolate, sweets, candies, whatever you call them in your country.
Yes.
I know Tina always has a little supply. Obviously, won't be trick-or-treating as we have been done in previous years.
Won't be the same this year, will it?
They're not letting the children into the apartment reception area as we normally do.
Which is a shame, because we used to do a really big thing for Halloween, didn't we?
So we're looking forward. We're having our granddaughter come.
She'll come visit.
And we'll give her some treats. So stay safe.
Keep well.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.